This is the show where two friends from different parts of the world discuss all things, all elite wrestling. And one of them actually knows what they're talking about. We'll let you decide. Welcome to the Beauty and the Beard Pro Wrestling Podcast with your hosts, Woody and Sarah.
Welcome everybody to the one with the Q&A bit. We are back. We missed the Q&A last week because Sarah was on vacation.
Yes.
Sarah's not on vacation this week,
No.
So we're back on track.
Yes.
Glad to be back doing this because these are always fun.
Yeah.
Always love doing these.
100%.
But before we get started, I want to remind everybody to check out all of our content each week. We do Dynamite reviews. We do Q&As like you're listening to now. Do topic discussions. We do previews and reviews of pay-per-views. We do interviews when we get a chance to do those interviews. And after Rampage starts, we'll be doing Rampage reviews also. So keep an eye out for all of those goodies. And also don't forget to follow us on Twitter. You can follow the channel at BeautyXTheBeard. You can follow me at Let the Beard Play. And you can follow Sarah at Strange_Pixie.
You can.
Are you ready to answer some questions?
I am. Let's go.
All right. You're going to start it off? I never
You
get
can
to start a
it
Q&A off.
Yeah,
Okay.
you start it off.
Cool. All right. This first one is from Marshall Thornton. She says, does Adam Page's attack in the ring mean that he is challenging Kenny Omega? And if so, why did it take so long?
Why did it take so long? Because he has some issues.
Yeah.
I'm trying to put it in a nice way.
Yeah.
He has some deep-rooted issues
Mm-hmm.
to do with Mr. Omega, as I do, to be honest with you.
Everybody
yeah.
does except for me and those people that support Kenny Omega.
Yeah, those wrong people. Yeah, so I definitely think we are heading on that path now to, Omega finally losing our belt.
Yes.
Which I can't wait for because it doesn't belong to him.
It's going to be good.
It's going to be so good.
Yeah.
But I wouldn't expect it to happen super duper quickly. I would expect it to happen all out, like you've said, the entire time.
True.
So credit where credit is due.
Oh.
It doesn't happen often on this channel, but when it does,
No.
I give it.
Especially not from you.
I mean, I will 100% admit it when it's there in front of me.
Okay. Right. I appreciate that.
So I assume it's going to take us a bit, because Hangman's got to work out some stuff.
Yeah. Hey, it seems like he's working it out pretty good so far. He's looking pretty confident.
And I love the callback that we got from when he was going to buckshot Lariat Kenny Omega back at Revolution 2020. So nice little throwback that they always seem to do, AEW, with these like big storylines. They always seem to do a callback, and if you notice them, they're so juicy to have. But Hangman's got some issues. He's definitely built up a bit of confidence because he went out there, so at least we've got that step. He didn't get in the ring. Well, he did get in the ring.
Yeah.
He didn't get in the ring properly with Omega.
It didn't get physical.
No, with Omega. So little baby steps for Hangman. Give the guy a break. He's had a tough ride, but every step is progress.
Yep. And I'll add another reason to that, and it'll take a little bit away from me for my prediction for All Out. So you gave me credit, and I'll take some credit away, possibly.
Okay.
But another reason it took so long, more than likely, is because of the elephant in the room, the pandemic.
Yeah.
They really had to slow down storylines.
Yeah.
It felt like they did. Now I don't know. Maybe they had it planned like this all along. Who knows? But it did feel like that Kenny Omega Adam Page storyline I feel like it might have gotten there a little quicker, and maybe we would have had it happen at Double or Nothing if not for the pandemic. So who knows? So I could have been wrong, but I'm right. Possibly.
But good things come to those who wait.
Exactly.
And Hangman has been waiting, bless him. He may not have already been like, Compass Mentis waiting, but he's been waiting. So he deserves his time in the sun, does our cowboy.
Yes,
So
and it is going to be amazing when it happens. So
I can't wait for the
but like you always say,
yeah,
it's about the journey, not the
it is.
destination.
It
So just
100% is.
everybody enjoy this ride. It's going to
I
be
can't
fun.
wait to see how the Dark Order play into this
Me too. It's going to
because
be.
they're behind the cowboy. They are there.
hmm
So
And they're as over as they've ever been right now with the fans too.
100%,
So they
100%.
gotta play it smart.
Mm.
All right, what you got?
My turn.
Your turn.
My turn. My question is from Chris. Hello, Chris.
Hey,
Thoughts on the FTW title? Does it really have an impact in AEW? And do you think they will keep it going?
I think it does. I think it has a place in AEW, and I like it because it's not like an official title that has to be defended so many times because the fans are going to be like, well,
Yeah.
The tag titles haven't been defended in 3 months. What the heck? Like they can defend this title. Whoever has it is not forced to defend it because of standings or anything like that. They can just use it as a storyline piece to where it can be defended whenever that person feels like it, or somebody could just step up and challenge them for it, that kind of thing. And I think it has weight to it because there are a lot of old school ECW fans that watch AEW that may have gotten out of wrestling for a while or just not cared about it as much. So those fans, and I admittedly was not a huge ECW fan. I watched WCW mostly back in the 90s and some WWE, WWF. So ECW is not something that holds, it's not a special place in my heart or anything, although I did enjoy what ECW I watched. But I know there's a lot of ECW fans that do respect that title and like it, love it. So I think it's good for those fans. And the more it's used in AEW in situations like this with Brian Starks, Brian Cage. I just combined them.
They just married.
Brian Starks. Imagine a sassy Brian Cage, and that's what you got.
Oh my goodness! with the shirts and the trousers and the trouser suits and everything.
He's going to come out with a security team that's all smaller than he is.
That'd be brilliant.
So yeah, with the Brian Cage Ricky Stark situation, it adds to that. And I think especially as long as it doesn't always have to, but it seems like it always needs to be involved with somebody like Taz, then it will still be tied to ECW and have that. That's my thoughts on it. I do think it has a place in AEW.
Yeah. Well, considering you're saying the ECW thing, the reply to Chris's question was from Pokey Lark, who basically said, I'm a huge ECW fan from the 90s, so the title for me is 100%.
There you go. Yeah.
So for me, like, obviously, I'm younger.
She is. She's a baby, y'all. She's a baby.
Look, I'm in my 30s, but let's just say the UK, not really on the wrestling scene much. Back then, and I didn't even know it existed at that point. So I was late to the game.
It's okay.
But so I only kind of like learned about this when Taz brought it in. And I like to, if like anybody knows me, I like to do some research on things, if I'm gonna be involved or watching something. So I had a look into it and stuff. And when it first came out, I did feel like it was more like a participations trophy for Brian Cage. Like, you've not got a belt, but here you go.
It did feel that way. It did.
But what I agree, like this should stay with Taz. But what I think you could do with it is, look, people are going to come and go out of Team Taz. I know it's very sad to think, but it more than likely will happen.
Yeah.
I think it could be like kind of like a test to get in type thing. Like, like if you can like beat the current FTW champion and get the belt, then you're in Team Taz, and then the next person that wants to come in. So it doesn't get defended all the time.
No, that would be a way to use it.
It's just a bit of a shake-up. It's just another way of like using it as more than just Brian Cage throwing it on his shoulder.
Yeah. Although it does look pretty cool in Brian
It does
Case's
look
shirt.
amazing there, but yeah. So I think that would be a way that I think would be a good way to use it personally. I can be completely wrong. Who knows? But I've got to say, I just want to see Ricky with the belt just because I want him to do his little sassiness with it because he's just brilliant. He just makes me smile.
Yep.
He's just so sassy.
He needs some gold.
He needs some gold.
Make him even sassier.
Make him sassy. You're up.
I'm up. All
You're
right.
up.
This one is from Derek Showtime Jr.
Hello.
He says, so what exactly are the pros and cons of a non-competitive clause when wrestlers leave other companies? It's a very good question.
Very good question.
Yes.
If we're talking about WWE, they're just A-hats. That's one reason why they have it.
And that's who we think of mostly. Honestly, if we're all being honest, WWE is where you think of no non-competitive clauses. Yeah.
And I think I saw something like 93 have been released in like the last 18 months or something, or the last 2 years or something like that. And AEW only got 14.
Yeah.
So, when everybody goes, they only signed WWE talent.
It's amazing.
Sorry.
That's a big number. 90-something is a lot.
Yeah, I'm sure it was around that. So, like, I get it and I don't get it. I don't get it because it's a bit for wrestlers that are kind of really well known. It makes sense.
True.
In the fact that it's like I don't know if you have it over there, but if you're in a high profile job here, like a friend of mine worked in accounts, and when she was due to leave, she was going to another company to do accounts, but they were kind of in the same business as us. So she had to go on what they call garden leave, where she wasn't allowed to be in our office for so many days or weeks before she started her new job, because obviously she's got all our financial information. She knows all the profits and everything. She could, not that she would because she was a nice person, but she could take that information to a competitor. And now that is, business. I don't know necessarily with wrestling, but it's roughly like the same thing I would have thought. But if you're like kind of just a starting wrestler, or you're not really used as like a prominent person on like the main show or anything like that, I think it really sucks because they could quite happily get indie bookings in, getting themselves being promoted and get money and like start the cash revenue coming back in.
Exactly.
That's where I feel like it is a bit of a tight sods. It's like, we do think of WWE, and I'm sure other companies probably have roughly the same thing. But let's just say it's WWE because they're the most prominent people that seem to do it.
They are. They're the bigger target. Yeah.
And naturally. I think they're okay for money. I think
they're doing okay.
I don't think they're struggling much. So when you see a company like that doing this type of stuff, it really does make you question like the whole system. Because I see that there's a lot of pros probably for the company, not necessarily the wrestlers.
But there aren't. I can't think of any pros necessarily for the wrestlers whatsoever. Pros for there being a non-competitive clause. I can't think of a positive for a wrestler in that situation.
No,
it's all about the company. And the reason they have that, the company, in this case we're talking about WWE, is that, so I know back in, I want to say it was 95-ish, when the debut episode of Nitro for WCW, the big story from that debut episode, I think they were shooting in the Mall of America in Minnesota, I think. Lex Luger appeared on Raw, but then all of a sudden, boom, he's on Nitro. Because they had just filmed, it was taped. Like, Raw was taped, Nitro was live. So they're like, wait a minute, I just saw him on Raw, and now he's on Nitro. So it was that, like, wow effect that he just was there, and now he's here. So I think situations like that are why and I might be completely wrong on that, but that might be why they put those in so that they wouldn't have somebody just taken away from them, and then boom, they're all of a sudden on another show. Like you don't just have somebody appearing on Raw or SmackDown or NXT one night, and then all of a sudden on AEW the next. You know, it makes it like you're stealing somebody away.
Yeah.
So I understand of why I guess they wouldn't want somebody to just do that. But my problem is, and like I don't have a huge issue, like if somebody is on TV one night, them having to wait a little while before they show up somewhere else on TV. I understand that from a business perspective. But I have a big issue with when you release somebody who hasn't been on TV for a month. And they're still going to have to wait 90 days. Well, nobody's even seen them. Like they've been gone. They've been disappeared, not being used for this period. So I'm like, I wish that could be counted as retroactive to the last time they were on TV. Can we at least do that? So I don't know. And I think it's lost a little bit now because everybody knows what's going on. It's really hard for there to be a secret anymore, which is so cool with Malachi Black showing up because there was a little bit of the secret because of a mess up with WWE with their handling with that non-competitive clause because it was just a 30-day when it should have been a 90-day. So that did surprise us. But I think it's in the way things are today, there are really no surprises. We all know, hey, they're being released. We got to wait 90 days and then they're coming out. I wish we could just do away with that now because they're going to show up somewhere. Just let them go, man.
100%.
I hate the thought of an independent contractor though having to sit at home for 90 days and not do anything.
Yeah.
Just because the company released them. I hate that. Don't like that. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. So I wish we could just do away with that. Okay.
100%.
Yep. All right. Your turn.
So, my turn. Now, everybody will have seen this if you follow All Elite Wrestling on TNT. But this is from Mark Lee Willis. Now, Woody, you have two options. You can pick either a blue pill or a red pill. The blue pill, if you take the blue pill, Kenny Omega stays AEW World Champion forever. Right. If you take the red pill, the Young Bucks stay AEW World Tag Team Champions forever. So what do you pick?
You know what I'm picking. I mean, this is a no-brainer. If you know me at all, I'm swallowing that red pill. Because, yes, I would definitely be okay with the Young Bucks being tag team champions forever because they're the greatest tag team in the world, if we're all being honest. So, yeah, that would be my pick. So, which one would you swallow, ma'am?
Neither. I'd rather keel over in a bowl.
You gotta pick one. If you don't pick, and here's the other stipulation: if you don't swallow one of these pills, AEW ends forever. No, WWE.
Oh my God!
If you don't swallow one of these pills, AEW sells. They're sold to WWE.
Oh my God!
So now you have to subscribe to the WWE Network to watch AEW content.
Oh, you're making me feel really ill.
Swallow one.
I am not giving my money to them sons ever again. Okay. Because, let's just be honest. Neither of these work for me. Okay? No matter what I say, remember, neither of these work for me.
You're going to swallow the red pill, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. I knew it. You love them Young Bucks.
No. I get it. I want Mark to have a chance of that title.
I love that. Sarah. That's great. We're in agreement that the Young Bucks should stay tag champions forever. I love this.
In contrast to Kenny Omega keeping it, yeah.
This is good. This is very enlightening. I've learned something new about you. You do really, truly love the Young Bucks as much as I do.
I feel physically sick the fact I've just said those words. They belong to Santana and Ortiz now. We know that as a fact. Yeah,
that's where they're going. But it's fun just hearing you say that, though. Yeah, I would choose the Young Bucks as tag team champions forever. That's all I heard.
But the only reason is because Jon Moxley deserves a shot of that belt in front of crowds for a run.
Yeah. He'll get it.
And I can't have Kenny Omega throwing that in my face every time he walks out because it doesn't go with him. Doesn't belong there. He stole it.
Oh, he's got a lot of belts he's got to lose too. He is the belt collector.
One by one, they're gonna go poof, 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 poof. Where'd he go?
Pew.
Pew, pew.
All right, you ready for the next one? Is it my turn? It's my turn.
It
right?
is your turn.
Okay. This one is from Slick Fudgens.
Leo.
Do you think we will get Buddy Murphy in AEW? Because he's been twittering back and forth with Malachi Black, kind of teasing it.
Now that's interesting because that kind of goes along with one I've got as well
Mm-hmm.
from Aman Khan.
You're
That
gonna go and ask
says, well, he's basically asking
Okay.
roughly the same question.
Yeah.
As you know, Tony Khan, lots of surprises incoming as Rampage has arrived. So my question is, who is possibility of the surprise as per your guest? He is wanting Daniel Bryan, but obviously there is Buddy Murphy that is free, and Ruby Riott, who are now apparently Matthew and Ruby Soho, I think.
Yeah.
So Buddy Murphy in AEW, yeah.
Yeah.
Why not? Like, and Ruby Riott, yeah. Are these meant to be difficult or?
And Daniel Bryan, yes.
Yeah. Do I care what the WWE marks say? No.
No. If they are talented, and all of these are talented,
100%.
the only worry would be how are we going to get them on TV? Because you only have so much time. You got 2 hours on Dynamite and an hour on Rampage coming up. So it just means you're going to have to extend Rampage to 2 hours. That's all I can think of.
You know, that means more work for us, right?
I know it does. But if more work for us means we're going to get Daniel Bryan and Buddy Murphy and Ruby Riott in AEW, I'm okay with that. I tell you, I'm. You know,
did you want to see your daughter grow up? Because there's going to be a lot of AEW content.
When did she get married? When did that happen?
You walk out and you go, "Oh my God, I've got 3 grandkids."
That's amazing. By the way, the podcast is done. If y'all want to listen to it, can I get my grandkids to subscribe, please? Can we do that?
It's back. Okay. It's back from 2021. It's just been done.
It's just finished.
It's just finished uploading.
Editing is killing me. Oh my gosh.
I'm so old.
I've grown a beard. Oh, wait a minute.
I've grown a beard.
I'll tell you. Trying to reel it back in. Would it be something else though if Daniel Bryan was a surprise for All Out? That'd be great.
Yeah.
That would be a major one if you're wanting to. If you've had that in your back pocket for a little bit. Yeah.
If Tony Khan is sitting on that and he's not burst yet.
I know. Because I mean, if it's not, Daniel Bryan or CM Punk, everybody's gonna be disappointed, right?
Yeah. I'm ignoring you, mate. Sorry.
Got in the CM Punk thing. Okay.
I am not acknowledging that.
No, yeah, it would be great to have any of those 3 in there. Honestly, I mean, I've always felt like Daniel Bryan was going to go back to WWE personally. Of those 3, that would be the one I would say that would go back. Realistically, of those 3, the one I think would be an amazing fit would be Ruby Riott. I mean, I think Daniel Bryan would be a great fit. Now, I mean, but I'm being realistic though, because I still think he's taking into consideration that my belief is that he's going to go back to WWE. Ruby Riott would be the one of those 3 I would think would.
See, Ruby Riott would actually really enhance that women's division as well.
Yeah.
Because you can imagine it against Ty Conte. Oh my God, against Jade. And do you know what I mean? Just and I just want to see what she can creatively do, given free reign.
And I just like it that aesthetically she's so much different than
She's a girl after
everybody.
my own heart, if we're saying.
Than everybody in the women's division. I mean, she just stands out. She does. She would stand out.
It's like
everybody else.
It's like if for me, like Ruby Riott is obviously like the pick for women's. My other dream woman that could come from WWE is Rhea Ripley.
Yeah, I know you want Rhea Ripley. Yes.
I would love Rhea Ripley. Not that saying I don't want Rhea. I want Rhea Riott 100%. Get her in the door, sign her.
Oh yeah,
but I'd love Rhea Ripley. Oh my god,
she would be great.
I would literally. My reaction to what happened with Malachi Black would be around the same if Rhea Ripley turned up. She is like, she likes one of the bands I like. Like, that's so cool.
Yes.
And they know each other.
You can just relate to her.
Yeah, exactly. And she's got a great theme song. That is actually the band's song. So, yeah, she can take it.
Bring it with
so, yeah, anyway, I went completely off the question, but yeah.
She's making up her own questions. That's what she's doing.
My own questions.
She's like, did you ask if Rhea Ripley was coming? Because I'll answer that. I'll talk about Rhea Ripley real quick. They didn't ask that. That's not the question. Okay. It was good, though.
I'm sorry.
It relates.
I'm sorry.
No, you're not.
No, I'm not.
All right.
Yep.
You want the next one, or did that count as yours? I'm not sure how that one goes.
You go.
Okay. All right. This one is from Ted the Hillbilly Hill. I think this is the last one I have. I believe it is. Yeah, it is. Okay. But it's a really good one.
Okay.
He wants to know how you would react or how you would handle Malachi Black versus Jon Moxley.
I'm not.
This was for you. This is for you.
I'm not meant to drink, but I think I would.
Sarah just became an alcoholic.
I think I'd have to have something real strong for that. I don't know. That's mean.
Yeah.
It's not my fault I've got loads of guys that I like. That sounded wrong, but you know what I mean.
That did. No, it did. I mean, hey. It is what it is. Look, folks, this show is a no judgment zone. You can like as many dudes as you want. It's all good.
I like many wrestlers. There we go. That's probably a better way of putting it.
Yeah.
So I don't. Oh, it's like seriously. Like I think when Darby and Mox faced, that was devastating for me. Like I was genuinely just like, I don't know what to do. This would be 10 times worse.
Yeah.
I would need. I have like near fall pillows. If you listen to me or see me on Twitter, I have near fall pillows, and I would need all my near fall pillows, my blanket, and my dog.
Near fall pillows. I just love out of context. That's like somebody's. What's a near fall pillow?
It's a pillow that's beside me for the near falls. It's self-explanatory.
No, it's just like in a non-wrestling, like, do you
all right, a non-wrestling person.
Do you put them around your house just in case you fall and there's a pillow?
Yes.
Weirdy. Okay, that's great.
So I don't know. I don't want to even. Why are you giving me anxiety?
I love this question, by the way, Ted. Fantastic. I love it when she gets frustrated. That's my favorite time.
Right now, but I'm like playing with my blanket like, what?
No. She's grabbing her near fall pillows.
I'm grabbing my blanket. I've no idea.
So who you picking? Give us a pick. Who you picking? I'm not letting her off the hook, Ted. Give us who you got.
You're being mean.
I am.
I've told you I've not slept properly.
No. Ask me if I care.
No, because you don't. That's the problem.
No, I don't. I just want to answer to the question. Who you got, Moxley or Black? Moxley's listening, by the way. I know he listens.
Don't even dare joke about that.
I know he's listening to this podcast.
Yeah. Can we have a draw?
No. But I tell you,
count out. I go count out. Disqualification.
What would be great is if Malachi Black beats Moxley with the help of Don Callis and a microphone.
Oh my god! What are you doing?
And he joins the Elite. Oh my goodness.
God. This is worse than me watching the Euros right now.
There's a house on fire somewhere in England.
Um,
Sarah's burning everything down.
I can't think. My mind's gone mushy. Disqualification count out. They never fight again.
Unbelievable.
Moxley. Oh my god. Mox.
All right.
Mox.
You're going Mox. Okay.
It'd be Mox.
Okay. You're staying
I'm
true to your
staying
guy.
I'm staying
Okay.
true.
Good. So Moxie's listed. She's still with you. She's still with you.
That too much. I'm so stressed out.
Oh, watch, you're gonna get that follow right after this, and then you'll know.
I literally doubt it.
Then you'll know. All right.
I'm more likely the chance of winning the lottery than that happening.
That'd be so great, though. All right. Do you have another one?
I do, but I might not answer it now. Thanks, Ted.
Oh, is this a Ted question too?
Yeah.
Ah, all right. That's great.
May not ask it now. May just, cancel the podcast.
Ted, you just lost your other question, brother. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine. We like our people that listen.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes. Honestly.
Ted the Hillbilly Heel says, after he feuds with the obvious choices, oh my God, it's about Malachi Black as well. After he feuds with the obvious choices, I hope you're not putting Mox in the obvious choice. Will we eventually see Malachi Black versus God's champion, Tubi Miro? Tubi Miro? No, I'm going to say that again.
Yes.
Because I just read his handle
Yeah.
for some reason.
the handle. Exactly. Okay.
So, will we eventually see... I can't say it now. Oh my God. I'm now reading handles instead of names in my head. Right. You've really messed me up with that question. I'm really like...
She's trying to get back on track.
Will we eventually see Malachi Black versus Miro? Da da. I feel this could be an intriguing storyline and a fun match. Not as fun as me trying to say that question. Yes.
Yeah.
I'm giving up at this point. Yes.
Yes, that's it.
Yes.
That's our answer.
Right. Thanks for listening.
Yeah. I'd love to see Miro versus Malachi Black. I don't think it's going to be for the TNT title, though, honestly.
No, I think that will well past the time we get to the...
Yeah, I think by the time they face each other, it'll be for the world title at some point, or it'll be grudge feud separately for some other reason.
Did they ever face in WWE?
I honestly have no idea.
If they faced in WWE or not, let us know in the comments, because that would be an intriguing thing that could play a part in it. I wouldn't.
I mean, and I don't know. I mean, I know some of the timelines of when people were caught up. Again, I haven't been watching the product, but I know Miro was before him, and I'm not even sure Miro was ever in NXT, because
I have no idea.
But I know Black did get called up at the same time as Ricochet, I think. Yeah. And then
because they were a tag team
for a bit. So maybe they had faced before Miro left to come. I don't know. There's a chance their streams could have crossed. Yeah. But probably not enough. Oh yeah. I'm sure if there was some major feud, I'd have heard about it or something.
Yeah, because you're on the grapevine.
Yeah, a little bit. I do, and honestly, that's how I keep up with what goes on in WWE and other companies, is because I listen to podcasts. I listen to a lot of other podcasts myself about those, and so I do keep up with the news. But even without watching, I do keep up with it a little bit. Try to stay in the know. So I'll know who's good, who people think are good, who I need to check out. So I do venture out of the pond into rivers and streams, and I don't even know what I'm talking about now. Yep. I'm coming back now. Do I have another question? That was it, right? That was the last question. Okay. So I would like to see, just to get back on track, I would love to see Miro and Malachi Black. I just don't think it'll be for the TNT title. I do think by the time it happens, that title will be passed on to someone else.
It'd be a really interesting match as well, trying to see Malachi Black knock Miro's head off.
Gee, yes. I would love to see that.
Can he stretch that far?
Yeah.
I can't wait for that. That'd be Yeah, that'd be better than him facing John Moxley, I think. So sign that one up, TK.
It'll be less stressful for you. And that is, but I tell you what, it's a good point. Like I didn't think about the connection there, with Miro, God's favorite champion.
Yeah, exactly.
And you have Malachi Black is really the dark side of things. So even though Miro's using this God's favorite champion as a heel persona, it's very arrogant to call yourself God's favorite champion. Let's just be honest. That's not a babyface move. Yeah, no, I'm not. Obviously, I'm just saying it on the internet.
Yo, Miro.
You're not God's favorite champion. Run! No, but that would be an interesting dynamic though, because you got this guy who's supposed to be in God's hands, and this guy who really doesn't give a crap. Storyline wise, I don't know Malachi Black, Tommy in personally, but I know his persona is very dark. I know it supposedly has some from the vignette we saw on social media could be possessed. He may have the devil in him. We don't know. So there's that dynamic to where
we all have the devil in us.
Yeah, little bit. Some of us have more than others there. All right. So that was the last question, correct?
I think so, yeah.
All right. The buzzer just went off. We are done. That was the end of this episode of the one with the Q&A bit. A nice mix of questions.
Yeah, we got off track, but we always do. So
we did, yeah. How can we not get off track?
If you're expecting this to go exactly as a Q&A, wrong show.
No. And the A is like a lowercase a.
Yeah.
It's like, hey.
Question and maybe some answers.
It's like, instead of an answer, it's more of just a response.
Yeah. And we may even start asking our own questions. So,
Rhea Ripley. Yeah. All right. Yes. But either way, we hope you enjoyed it, though.
Yes.
And as always, I'm going to remind everybody, don't forget to check out all of our other content. Our Dynamite reviews, our Rampage reviews when we start doing them, our pay-per-view reviews and previews, our Q&As, which you just heard, our topic discussions, and our interviews whenever we were able to interview people. We'd love to do some more of those. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter. You can follow the channel at BeautyXTheBeard. You can follow me at Let the Beard Play, and you can follow Sarah at Strange_Pixie.
You can.
And if you're listening to this for the first time or you haven't already, please follow us on Spotify or wherever you're listening to this podcast at. Subscribe to us on the platform you're listening, or follow, please, so you'll know when we put out new episodes. We hope you enjoyed it. Y'all be good out there. Be good to each other. And we will see you on the next one.
Bye.